Would you like to know why? I'm holding $22 right there in my finger. That's what they cost. So I'm going to put her in. I'm not going to put her in. I'm going to open the cage and let her crawl in, but I'm going to put the cage down in there a little bit. Anybody want to see her? $22 right there. What a shame.
I do too.
Go in there, gal. Atta girl.
How do you know she won't just turn around and fly away?
Do what?
How do you know she won't just turn around and fly away?
Because her babies is in there.
If this was a real swarm and she wasn't in a cage, would you try to get her out of there?
Do what, hon?
If this was a real swarm and the queen wasn't in a cage, would you try to find her?
No. No. I would do just what I'm going to do right now.
You don't drop them right into the box. I mean, you let them.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. I just got bounced. I mashed one.
They're just marching in,
Yep.
in formation. That's so cool.
Now, if you've got protection on, come up close where you can see them. You know, I put up hundreds of swarms for 30 years, but I still enjoy today watching a swarm of bees march in a hive.
That's really cool.
Especially if they're out of Jack's hive, going into mine.
Tell them what my bees does down at your bee yard.
You know what he does? I've got a bee yard about 2 miles away from his. His old bees swarms out and goes right into the top of a white pine tree. I go down, and I've got a big swarm hanging out front. He said, "Yeah, that's my swarm."
I have to go get them, bring them back home.
That smoke puts them on the move. Sometimes they move in the wrong direction. When you're putting up a swarm, try to not have no little cubby holes where she can go in. Because she'll crawl in a dark hole in a heartbeat. You folks that was examining over there, what do you think of those hives. Someone. Was you examined? What do you think of them?
I think that they're just relatively new.
That's exactly right. Every hive in this bee yard come from either a 2 or a 3 frame split this year. And wait till you see what some of them's done already. Those hives over there, they haven't done quite as good.
2-frame split, so.
That's the reason they're down here. I didn't want to bring a big hive of bees and honey down here for the examiners to use them. I brought little, small hives. All right, girls. Deanie and I were talking when we were hunting this queen. Now, I might get stung. I've already been stung one time on the finger, but I might get stung right between the eyes any minute. But let me tell you this. This is a gentle hive of bees, isn't it, Dean?
Oh, yes.
They are very gentle.
The kind you like to have in your yard.
He said he thought he'd take this one back home with him. Angel, don't you eye this.
We got a special Italian bee.
This is Rossman Queens. Ramseur, Georgia.
I guess the smoke makes them go in faster. Is that right?
It gets them on the move.
Moultrie. Moultrie, yeah, Moultrie. Sure is.
Moultrie, Georgia.
Moultrie, Georgia. Good people to do business with.
Yeah, about how many bees is that?
In here? Well, there's 3,500 to a pound, and they was over a pound on that little cross there. Yeah. We've got about maybe a pound and a half or 2 pounds in the package that we're going to put in this hive here. Just remember, now that's a good question. There's about 3,500 bees to a pound. So when you order a 3-pound package, you're talking about 10,000 bees.
Mom, are they touching you? I had one on my hand. I blew it off. Dad, there's one on you. It's okay. Fine. Not zipped all the way. It's fine, buddy. Okay. Fine.
All right, any question on putting up a swarm?
If you're out in the wild catching one and you just kind of hope you get the queen when you're shaking them into a box off a limb or something, is there any trick to knowing that you're getting the queen?
Sometimes you can see her. If you shake a few bees right at the mouth and you've got a sheet or something to lay them on, then lay them back about 1.5 feet and rake a few up to the mouth of it so that they start fanning. Then you might see her crawl across that sheet. It's not necessarily though. You don't have to see her. If you've got a frame of brood, open brood in there, larvae, they're going to stay. If you didn't get the queen, they're going to make them one. If you got her, go back in about 5 days and look for eggs right in the bottom of the hive. You have to stand with the sun at your back, and we'll look for some down here in a minute, and let the sun shine down into the cells to see the eggs. The eggs are small now, I'm going to tell you. And you'll have to let the sun shine down into the cells to see the eggs. I'm gonna tell you the truth. 9 out of 10 people can't see them.
I used to.
What happens if there's a queen cell on that frame of brood that you put in there?
Huh?
Like I did this spring.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
They swarm.
They come right back out. Yeah. That's a no-no, folks. Don't put a queen cell in there to put a swarm in. Now, if you're making a split and you don't have queens, then yeah, put that queen cell right in there. Be careful with it. Don't flip it over upside down. Don't shake it. Because if that larvae or pupa drops out of that royal jelly down into the bottom of the cell, it can't get back. You've done killed your queen. It can't get back up. So if it's got a queen cell on it, you treat it with tender, loving care. Do not shake it.
Okay then.